Hello, hello. How are my ears? There we go. Good morning, everyone. Happy evening, happy time zone. Sammy caught the unicorn fish, and Za got first. I believe Roar got second, and Ari got third, I think I saw. Congrats, guys. I hope you're all doing well. How was your weekend? Heck yo! A 30 stream streak. I saw Roar had a 20 stream streak. Heck. I was just writing up a quick little alert on Discord to tie in with a new admin channel I tossed up, which everyone should be able to see. I designed it yesterday, and then yeah. My brain has decided to quit on me all of a sudden because I ran up and down the stairs like 5 times now. I think the phone that I have down there set up to be the camo phone has gone and lost its battery life. So I was quickly setting up another phone to take over that because it has a little more battery. Batting. Ooh, new donation from Sammy. 20%. Holy shit, that's a big block in one go. What the fuck? Heck. Thank you, Sammy. If it made a noise, I kind of only like half. Lol, the cough I bought is so big. Heck. Thank you. It says it's not connected. Lovely. I'm having just issues today. We might have to wait for the other phone to charge a little bit. In which case, we'll be a little delayed on the start. And yeah, my brain's not working. It says cam phone is there. External microphone has been restricted. Settings allow the microphone use. Yes. Okay. Not on my computer. I don't need it on my computer. I just need it to use the microphone on its own phone. That's all. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, the other phone has seemed to have come back to life. I am gonna have to mess around with that a little bit, I think, because we have a big chunk of thing. Ramen, how are you? You sneaking in here? How's it doing? How's it going? Wow, I am not keeping up with anything this morning. I don't think I slept that well, but oh well. Heck, thank you for doing the shouties, Roar. That is a beautiful PFP. What have you been up to? You're good? It's good. And Sammy, if you gave 20%, I need to go look on my cough, I think. But I need to know how much that's like a fifth of it already. So you should be able to pick like the next 5 streams what we play. So I need to give you access to the anniversary channel. Let me do that real quick. Invite to channel, which you're a mod already. You should also be able to post on there. But let me just make. Oh, you can see. Heck. I don't know how to do this. I'll just have you DM me. How about that? That'll work. I'll just DM people. Fuck it. But there is a list on the Discord with all my games. Heck, I caught a golden red-eye Rudd. Nice, cute. You said ramen? You meant Roar? Lol. I missed something. You're doing your best dealing with some struggles, but you're making it? Ah, felt. Totally felt. You've looked. Oh, I bet you have ideas already. Mm. Um, this oh man, my brain is so blank. I had so much more brain energy yesterday for this, and right now I currently have alerts. Hello, Starshines! It's my stream anniversary. I have made a little hashtag into that channel in Discord. Feel free to take a gander. Otherwise, no. Feel free to take a gander as always. No obligation necessary. I don't know how to spell anymore. Please. No. I'm not trying to write insecurity. I'm trying to write necessary. How am I today? I'm good. Rossi woke me up. Well, here's the thing. I went to bed at like 8 something last night. Probably 8:30, maybe 9. I passed out. And then Rossi woke me up at something, and I managed to pass back out again. And then at 12:30, he was really adamant, so I got up and let him out. And then he wanted back in at 2:30, howling at the front door. Like, okay, fine, I'll come get you because it's kind of cold out. 30 stream streak, hell yeah! Thank you, Ari. Heck. And there we go. Necessary. There. Wee. Post is made on Discord. It's so great. Heck. Okay. Apparently there's a thing to catch up Manus there. Cool. We got a nice wide angle. We don't need an ultra wide angle, do we? Because that's gonna look weird. Just normal wide. There we go. We don't need the entire kitchen or the entire space where I'm doing this because I'm actually using my table. Heck. Okay, so that looks like that's set up to work. But yeah, what Sammy did, I need to get my dog spayed. If you've been here over December, you'll know that Literal Panda, my sister-in-law, has been having some issues with her dog. Long story short, update there. Angel, her dog, has gotten spayed, and they did some preemptive stuff to prevent her possibly from getting other types of cancers in the future. Like, so the original thought was just take out her egg stalks, ovaries, but they ended up taking out her uterus because her uterus apparently was infected, and they removed a fatty tumor, which they were concerned about. Like, okay, since it's on her nipple or generally nearby her nipple, they decided to also yeet her nipple glands around there. So she had quite an intense surgery, and her surgery ended up costing over 1,000 euros because they did all the extra stuff there. Now, for Skaya herself, just a spay, which is generally just the nipping of the ovaries or like the entire uterus removal. That's about 525 euros. So that's where I put the goal. The goal should cover like most of it because we're really finding it hard to save up enough over time. And we've been trying for a while. It's just it hasn't worked out because something always fucking comes up, like life does, and it's just fuck. So now I am making a plea. At least I can collect everything on Ko-Fi, and it'll stay there. Versus, hey Blix, how you doing? Versus like coming through Twitch, and then Twitch automatically sends to my bank account every month, and then it's like 40 euros into the bank account that immediately gets eaten by bills. So, hey, the beans are huge. Yeah, some of them are. Ko-Fi bot apparently chose a crow. Excuse me. Heck, But yes, thank you, Sammy. I hella appreciate it so much. And at least if it's sitting on Ko-Fi, it's not gonna get eaten elsewhere, you know? Heck. Heck, heck, heck. Me. Yes, you definitely get. You capped it out already. The 5. Well, you thank you. The heck. Right. So, I'm just gonna give my camera down there. I guess if I don't know, it should be fine. Let's flip over to the crafting screen. Your little lurky cooking lunch. Enjoy. I need to hit my nose spray on the way around, but here we go. We got the little stream babies here. Also, since the stream babies are over the chat, I think with this particular screen, I'm going to move them up on top of the chat because they're not really in the way. Well, they're kind of in the way of the chat, but yeah. And then we will take the, where is it, Ko-Fi group, and woo, that was way off there. We'll just put this one here-ish in the middle, I guess. Still nice and low. We're in Kenshi currently. Oh shit, the category. Thank you. I'm popping us and just chatting. I thought I had done that already, but I apparently forgot the game category. I did the notifications and stuff. Roar reminded me that earlier. I did not see the other piece. Ah! My bad. You can tell where my head is this morning. Fuck. Delulu. Anyway, let me migrate downstairs and do let me know if you do not hear me talking because the microphone is supposed to be the camera microphone. But my computer is trying to do some fuckery sometimes, so yeah. You were thinking when you saw the link, you were like, we're baking in Kenshi? Interesting. We can hear you twice right now. That makes sense. It's picking me up on the camo mic, I think. They can hear me downstairs. Alright, I'm gonna mute this mic. I'm gonna move my way downstairs, and I will see you in just a moment. Hello? What's that? Well, since we're down here, shoop. Wall. Let me get set up over here. I am live. Can I see myself live, please? And turn it down. There we go. There we go. Hello. I just put my phone in my back pocket. Shoop. Let's move the chair. Not really needed at the moment. Hi. it's fine. I'll wash my hands. An egg. Oi, I have returned. Hello. Will I have sound? Do, do, do. We need a container for the egg. Shoop. Maybe even a spoon or so. Over here. There we go. We have sound good. Yay, thank you. Alrighty. This is a cold spoon. I got the apples. It's been a hot minute since I made one of these, so my brain's catching up. $175. Is this entire thing? No, this is $250. Okay, so look how dumb this packaging is. They have it folded over. So yeah, you get 50-50-50 right in the middle. The rest of it, you need to fold it out for. Instead of just having it printed correctly. It's directly on the fold. So 50-50 and 50 is 150. And we need 175. So direct in the middle of this one. Just go ahead and shoot. Also, if you hear any big ass clunks, it's snow ice falling off my roof. It's all melting. You think they're supposed to fold it the other way around? Maybe. Jams! I think you're early. Or did it not center right? There you go. Hey, June. How's it going? Hi, June. Hi, Moon. Hi, Kai. Hey, Liquid. Hey, Levy. Levy Stasia. Welcome in. How you doing? I do not have any of my raid sounds or anything, because otherwise I'd be talking. I did not put my headset on. Hi, how you doing? You were playing Celeste. How was Celeste? Also, if anyone needs to raid and run, I completely understand. Hi, I'm Minora. You're just getting my hips, apparently, today, because we are making an apple pie. Hi, Moon. How you doing? We also have a Skya running around. Hips don't lie. No, they don't. Also, I can't dance. So, just get weird little wiggles. Hello, Huntia. She heard me get excited, so she's coming over to see what the fuck's going on. So far, I've just added butter and paper to apple pie mix. How's it going? How was the fun times? Also, I don't really have a trash spot, so that's just gonna go here. My tablecloth is a duvet cover. You make do with what you have. We wiggling? Heck yeah. But yeah. Also, my table is an outdoor table. It's our outside table because we got an outside table before we got an indoor table. I was like, oh, we have to store this thing for winter because it's metal, otherwise it's gonna rust. So let's just toss it inside. You're gonna rain and run. Have a good night. You're suddenly incredibly eepy. Hope the pie turns out well. Thank you. Have good sleepies. I appreciate you coming in and rating and bringing your raters. Yes. Also, if anyone else needs to raid and run, I completely understand. Have a good, wonderful night and good time, and have happy rests. Whee. Yeah, I've made a couple of these on stream. They're just general apple pies, Dutch apple pie in this case, because this flavor is really nice. The pre-made mix. It says room temperature butter. I just pulled this thing out right before stream, so we might have to stick that in the microwave for a moment, in which case I'm going to use this little bowl, the comb, to do that. Because, yeah, the microwave's right there. Put it in your bra to heat it up. That could do it, but it's already out of the thing, and that would be very greasy. And I'm not wearing a bra. But my microwave should be able to do it without murdering it. Depending on which setting I use. Not joking. That's a baker's trick. Yeah, I know. Body heat would do wonders. Move my seeds out of the way. I have a bunch of seeds I'm collecting to toss in the yard at some point. Not valid. You're also not wearing one. Yeah, I haven't worn one in a long time. Like regularly. Wait. Look at my thingies. Which one would be good? You know, we have a dethaw bread setting. Methinks that one might be decent enough. Yeah. If you're not home, you're probably not wearing one. You do still wear a sports bra in public. Yeah, I only wear a sports bra if I'm going to the doctor or my shirt requires something. As long as it doesn't start sizzling and popping in there, it should be okay. Oh god, you couldn't? You have to wear a bra? Oh, real promise. Hell yeah. Also, if anyone's wondering about the Ko-Fi thing, it states itself. Sky is 5 years old. She needs it at this point. I don't want to go through what my in-laws have gone through. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. Okay. I'm gonna call this good. Look at that, it's nice and smeary. You don't know, you're not small, you wear a 20F? Yeah, I'm like a 36-ish C. Big B, small C. Sometimes I'm a full C, but depends where you are in the hormones. Not because you're big in any way, it would just be too uncomfortable. Well, I just kind of go off what I'm wearing. And I don't leave much, so. I don't know. There was never really any boob shame in my family, so I guess I'm a little more free-spirited about it. And I'm kind of big on the whole free the boob thing. So, just do whatever you're comfortable with. Honestly, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Okay, those butters are there. Too sensitive? Oh, yeah. Once you hit your 40s, comfortable in a bra became impossible? Yeah, that makes sense too. Skya, can you use the poof, please? Use poof, thank you. Lay down. Good girl. Alpha. Thank you. It's just when she starts scratching on the floor and stuff, it sounds like she's knocking on a door and there's all the scratchy noises, and that can be really... No, go. Use the poof. Lay down. Thank you. She thinks I'm making something for her. But the scratchy gets on my nerves. Yuck. I need to cut open this. My fingers are cold. I don't want to work with dexterity. Also, that's going to go messy. Also, we are in a new room this time. We are in my living room / dining room. And if you know Dutch houses, that's the same exact room, because it's generally a rectangle and a rectangle and a rectangle, our houses. So, yeah. You've seen one Dutch social house, you've seen them all, with slight variation between. Right? You think you have also developed less fucks on what people think about you once you hit your 40s? Yeah, I'm already hitting that in my 30s. Like, there's just so much chaos and drama in the world. I don't give a fuck anymore about some things. And yeah, that's just how it is. Like, it's not that my family is conservative or anything here. You hit that in your late 20s? Yeah. Like, I know my mom would be more conservative, but, well, she's in Florida. And I'm in the Netherlands, and we legitimately have a woman who works in media and in the news, and she never wears a bra. So, like, I don't need to wear a bra. It's not the same standards here to America conservatism. Like, if they're conservative, people don't really state that you're doing something wrong unless, like, they're weirdos. They usually just live and let live. Let's see here. Let's get this butter. Truth. Yeah, that's one of the things I really love about living here. Because you look at American media, like the news stations, even the more lax ones like CNN and stuff, the women are so, and they are beautiful, but they have to wear so much makeup to be taken seriously. And it lends to the culture of, in America, you have to look a certain way, which most people generally don't pay attention to anyway. Like, if you go out in the countryside, there's not many people who look like Instagram models or whatever, you know? But it's just like this hidden implication that if you don't wear 50 layers of makeup, even if you don't look like an Instagram model, then you're not trying good enough, therefore you, like, don't fit the mold of what you're looking for in a job or something, you know? You got chili in the dry bit on your hand? No! You know what really fucking hurts on dry bits on hands? Potatoes. It's so weird. Late 30s, you think he started after hubby died? He started living for you? That makes a lot of sense, actually, to be honest. And Sammy wears barely bra just to keep the nipples from falling out of the bottom of your crop tops. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, as someone with highly sensitive skin, you were judged in America for not wearing even a tiny bit of foundation. I remember this one time in high school, I was like, I don't wear makeup, and you know what? I think that day I actually had foundation on, but it was such a random fact that I rarely ever actually wore makeup that I had forgotten I put some on. And the people I was sitting with were like, are you sure? Like, yeah, I generally don't wear makeup. Like, okay. I must have looked like such a complete dumbass. This butter is kind of melted in here into the flour. I am going to have to get handsy with this in a bit, but I think I also need to add the egg in as well. 2/3 of the egg needs to go in as well. So let me buzz this up. Prime example is the photos of the admin in magazine end of last year, especially the media rep, like how absolutely insane to have caked up to be taken seriously, even in Spanish, that nobody actually takes her seriously. But that's not on the makeup. You live here and have never been judged for it. You rarely wear makeup. What kind of fuckheads were you around? Yeah, you have rosacea on your cheeks, so you're always red, sometimes very, very red. Would get people telling you what product, get rid of it, what brand will cover it. Yeah, some people feel very entitled to their opinion, and like Sammy said, sometimes it is very much location dependent. But I also had that. Like, I'm very white. Like, I'm not Scandi white, but I'm white enough that if I live in Florida, I am red constantly. Midwest church women mostly. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Midwest church women are very opinionated. But yeah, so I feel you on the rosacea thing. I once dyed my hair fire engine red in Florida. It constantly looked like I had sunstroke. How's the snow been where you are? I live in Friesland, so my road only had a salt shaker on it because we are getting a couple of companies in and out to work on the houses around here, and one of their big ass trucks got stuck in the middle of the road. Luckily, there's a nice circle in our area so people can go around, but then we had a salt truck, and that salt truck did absolutely nothing because the traffic can't get in and out of here. But pretty much it's been ice skating on the road, and we had snow on our roof, though it's been falling off the past day or two. Oh no, yeah. So this is a little bit doxy, but I live in an area that quite often has accidents on the on and off ramps. So there were a couple closures nearby. A lot of road closures. My husband has to drive for work, and he was out last week on the worst days of it, for the most part. And he experienced a lot of road closures, which would toss him into like country roads, and he got stuck 3 times on the first day, and luckily he was able to get himself out a couple times, and then I think a tractor or someone else had to pull him out one day. But there were other people in his job who were also out driving around the province, and like the provinces around here, Groningen, Overijssel, all that stuff. They got stuck and they couldn't move. So yeah, it's icy today, but it looks better outside, if that makes any sense. Let me catch up here. Liquid feels bad. We just came out of a heat wave today. Yeah, the Australian heat wave was really something. You guys had like 40 plus, right? Sammy says she's in the Bible Belt, in a town where people act like they're upper echelon, but they also don't legit give a fuck what pastor wife Barbie think of you. Yeah. Blix needs to call driving school and ask if they have track days coming up and sign boyfriend up for one. Yes, do that. And yeah, well, father-in-law was a pastor of Assembly of God Church for 50 plus years, so we had to socialize with them even if we didn't do church. Wow. Was your husband American? Or did you guys move there for his father's work or so? I forgot that detail, I think. You might have said before in another chat. All right, I think it's time. I need to get handsy with this little pie. Hopefully, man is not snooping on my Twitch to see what I'm doing today. Not that he does that anyway when he's busy working, especially with the way the roads are. But I'm going to basically, this pie is a surprise for him. Because he had a birthday recently. Not telling the day, but yeah. Yes, he was also raised in, obviously, he was technically a certified pastor, but became atheist. That's funny how that goes sometimes. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, right? I mean, he would like probably a quark cake, but I have no idea how to make one of those, and we had this in the cabinet. So this is what I'm going with. And ideally, I'd like to only use one hand, but I think I've started with the wrong hand. Happy late birthday. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, my whole, that whole doggy Ko-Fi bar, just for one little quick side note, will be up until February 4th. So there's no speed on it. Just if anyone can help out, I would greatly appreciate it. But no, nothing is required. Obviously, everyone has a hard time these days, I think. And if we look at Twitch in general, it's very much one of those, like, what is it called again? Blix might know what I'm talking about here, but the, what did they call it? The stripper stock or something? Like, strippers are the first ones to warn, like, when a recession is coming because all the big business people stop going to the strip club. I feel like Twitch is kind of similar. Oh, quark cake isn't too hard. You can send a recipe sometime. Yeah, they have a Dr. Utker one or Koopman's one as well. It's probably similar, Blix. Quark tart seems not to set whenever you see people make it. Yeah. Well, we keep our fridge pretty cool. I don't remember the term, but you know what I mean, yeah. But also, I know I kind of fucked myself over too sometimes. So, something with EV Games about to close New Zealand stores because there's not enough market anymore because we're all broke. Oh, jeez. Yeah, EB Games isn't doing too well in America where they're even based because fucking games are expensive these days. Cheesecake? He could probably get behind a cheesecake. I could get behind a chocolate cheesecake. But he is big on strawberry. So I would like to make him a strawberry cake at some point. A quark cake or so. Which I think would require a thingy. Maybe I can sneak one in on picnic one week. Because we have our food delivered. Exactly, you need excess funds. Most people are struggling to cover basics right now. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like we're always in a situation where we get to the point where we can start and then something else happens. It's like, fuck's sake. So, yeah. You can't wait for summer to get fresh berry pavlova. Oh, that sounds nice. I wonder what it is that my husband used to Uber with this Polish woman, and I think they were in Poland for a while, but they might be coming back. But she made this wonderful cake. Her mom works in a bakery. And it was like a thin, really thin sponge, and then it had a gelatin berry thing on top, which was like raspberries or something. It was really good because it wasn't like cooked berries, it was fresh fruit. And then I guess it had whipped cream on top of that. But, like, just in general, it was really heckin' nice. Oh, yeah, you just paid off your phone. The battery on it expanded, so you had to replace it. Then your dryer died, and 1 month away from being done with payments, your washing machine died. No! Yeah, I think we finally paid off our washing machine, like, last year. And I don't know. I don't remember what happened. So much shit happens. Like, Apple tart! Yes, Blitzy. Like, when I first moved here, we had such bad luck with cars until my dad died and I was able to use the inheritance to buy us a decent car. Um, that we had 3 cars in 2 years. That's how bad it was. Because they would all just die. We could only afford the shit cars. Yeah, that is bad. And I swear to God, one of them was like on purpose by the son of this woman who was mad at my mother-in-law or something. But I have no proof of that. So, yeah. Any day. No idea. I know what you mean. We've had that here at cafes. Usually the gelatin berry thing on top, of the whole thing. Yeah, it's really good. I have no idea what the heck it is, but it's really yummy. All right. I think this is kind of good together in here. Try to get some off my fingers. Skya, please use the poof. Go away. Use the poof. I love you, but use the poof. Up there. Get up there. Get up. Get up. Thank you. Good girl. She just wants to be by the food. I know. It's okay. How you doing, Glitzy? How is it over where you are? Because you're even deeper in the snow. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and set this in the fridge to cool while I work on the apples and wash my hands real quick. Then I will come back and sit, and then you guys can actually see my face probably, or at least, I don't know, my shoulders. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I actually locked the baby gate. That's nice. Whee. Yay, can wash the tide. Hi, Bobo. Whee. Okay, good enough. What else did I need to do, Bowie? I don't remember. Hello. Oh, we also put the little bit of egg that's left as well in the fridge. I'll that sit in there. Go, Tanya. Okay. Lift the curtain. Squee. Catch up. Okay, you walked to the shops yesterday. No way you're driving anywhere till the snow is gone. Yeah, felt. There are a couple times I was riding along with a man doing, oh gosh, family stuff? I don't know. I don't remember what we were doing. The car was sliding. Like, traction control had to come on because, yeah, it was. Let's see, let's put you guys down here. Boy. We have a face, a little bit. We have a chin. Good enough. Alright. Doing pretty good, having a relaxing start of the year. Nothing expensive has broken yet. That's how you live life, I agree. Did anything expensive break? No, we're good. Smart move if stuff is nearby enough. Yeah, for sure. And around here, stuff is pretty much nearby all the time. Also, I don't have a trash spot for this, so we're just gonna eat it on here. You want to stuck your apple, huh? Yeah. Hello. Oh, indeed. I'll give you some later. Let's use our picnic knife. Ooh. Ooh. I don't have a shaver. Paring knife. You've been doing a lot better. Been sick for like a month now, but finally starting to feel normal. Still stuffy though. Heck, you made it to the doctor, right, Blitzy? You even went to the city and stocked up on some stuff for the freezer. No, no doctor for Blitzy. You're just raw dogging it out here. Damn. Yeah. At this point, my doctor's like, you need to come in at the very littlest sign of fever and congestion because I've had lung issues in the past. Blix had some bastard van driver up your arse yesterday trying to get up on the highway when you're literally skidding up curbside for his traction control, blinking like crazy. Like, dude, Jesus Christ, leave some space. Yeah, out in front of my mother-in-law, there was a 3-car pileup because people aren't leaving space. I'm too impatient to get through town. Like, fuck off. If you're not gonna drive respectfully when conditions are shit, you shouldn't have a license. You have the doctor later this month. Oh, you know what they say. They're gonna say paracetamol. Yeah. Mine always stabs me to a blood thing. Make sure it's bacterial or viral. But yeah, again, that's probably because I've had lung issues in the past. And they're super cautious about it. Don't take off such a thick chunk. Paracetamol makes the world better. Honestly, if I wasn't making this for men, I would leave the skin on. I don't mind the skin after it's been cooked. It just kind of blends in with the rest of it. Boyfriend got his license with snow ice condition class being in fucking simulator, so that's why you need to call the driving school and ask if they have any. Yeah. Especially in an area like that, it seems more important to have it, like, in the live time. I know in the Netherlands you have to, like, do a course for an entire year or so, just so you get the hours. Or at least you had to. You might be able to pay your way to a quicker result. Me. Making music today. The government has really fumbled on safety there because licensure requires 10 hours of active drive time, which half believe can be done in simulator. Damn, I should go to there to get my license. Incoming ad, by the way. Oop. Okay. Because it's a European country. It would actually stay valid. Because my American license is not valid here after 6 months, and the fact I've lived here so many years is definitely not valid. makes sense. I'm glad your doctor is concerned for you. Yes, thank you. I am too. Like, the woman at my clinic is much nicer than the man. I think I just want to request that only have the woman see me and not the man, if possible, because he just makes me uncomfortable. You better give that baby an appy. I know she's down there begging. She is sitting. She will get an appy piece. You're still mad about it because your city is the worst ranking city, failed licensing test? Oh, jeez. Yeah, like, the Dutch system is expensive. Yeah. Yes, come here. Puppies. Can we see? Shoop. Good job. Look at that. There you go, Sammy. She got her appy. She'll get more. This long stem. You love her so much. Yes, thank you. No, me too. You know what that means? Nobody in the city can drive, you included. Yeah, the Netherlands likes to keep it expensive. I think if I go to try, they're gonna be like, well, you gotta do the full package because you haven't driven in forever. And between the exam costs and the lessons and stuff, it's gonna be between 2,000 and 4,000 euros. You can't be trusted with a car? I think I could be trusted with a car. I wouldn't use it very much. I would definitely take over going to the vet and stuff. Or like if we had to move, I would drive the animals. That would be my main goal for getting a license. Because they are loud. 2 to 4K, yeah. Driving's only for the rich. And if you look at the driving schools, like a lot of them use like the generic Bayway Golfs, but there's riding schools around here where they have like the BMWs, like the S-Class BMWs, you drive them around as you're learning because daddy's gonna buy you a car when you pass, or you just have a love for BMWs, so learn to drive the high power cars right away. Which is fine. I mean, to each their own. But it's just funny to see a lesson car with a big L on it and it's a fucking big ass BMW. You got yours for 1,600, including all live driving plus track days for icing conditions. And not that our tests are hard or that we require a school, but when you took your test, your instructor said she could tell you had been practicing. You'd maybe driven 5 hours. Yeah. So my first driving exam, I failed because I quote unquote did not look behind me enough on turns, which is bullshit because I was looking entirely around and whatnot. But he wanted like fully turned around or something. And I was using my peripheral as you are allowed to do. And my peripheral, if I look behind me, stretches like into the lane, into the left lane behind me. Like, I can see really well. And I failed for not looking enough. And so the next day I went back, I got this nice, sweet old lady, and she had me do like half the stuff that we were doing on the other one, because I guess I did those enough or so. I don't know. And then she passed me. She's like, "Oh, you're an okay. You're a great driver." It's like, okay. The guy yesterday said I didn't look enough. And the next day I was like looking like all the way behind me and stuff, which looked really fucking insecure, right? But she's like, you passed. I'm like, okay. And then your writing exam in America, you're allowed to take it up to like 5 times in a day if you miss it. And I kept missing it by 1. And she was like, oh, just go do it again. You'll get it. Like, fuck. Because I knew what everything was. It was like dumb mistakes. But yeah, it took me like 2 days to get mine. I had driven around a little bit, and then on the way home, I was almost in an accident because a woman stopped in like halfway in my lane to get on the highway. She was still like half in my lane in oncoming traffic, and I almost didn't brake quick enough. Scared the shit out of my stepfather, and then it was fine from there on out. Though there is one red light in that town that is a dick out in front of the Publix, and I got probably one or two red light tickets because it goes from yellow to red like immediately. But if you're already in the white stripes, you can't stop in enough time, so you just have to take it. So it's like, yeah. Not that our tests are hard. Yeah. Yours is ridiculous there. It was literally a circle around the block and you were done. Yeah. We went out of the DMV. We turned right towards the intersection. We got to the intersection. We turned right again. And then they had us turn left into a parking lot across the street. It was some sort of business. I don't remember what it was. And then she had me do a K-point turn in a tight space, which I did perfectly. And then we went back, literally drive right back across the street from where we turned that left. We could just go straight there. So across 4 lanes back into there. I think the guy had me park the original day, but the lady didn't. And then I just drove into the parking space I could get in straight. And I was always really good at parallel parking. There's a law on how long a yellow light needs to be, and the red light cameras don't hold up in court. I keep telling people here, and they can get any camera ticket thrown out. Lol. Yeah, I don't think they ever brought it up to me because I just saw it in a drawer, and it did have one of those pictures. Like, yeah, it was me driving the car. It's like, oops. It's like, eh. It's not like I was relaxed driving. I knew the thing had turned red when I was in it, and then it caught me in my moment of panic. Oh, heck. Yeah. Heckin' driving. Like, I understand why they don't want Americans driving around here. It would be even worse than it is. Huh. Also, there's a... That piece should be out. Mm-hmm. Whee. There are some driving schools that let you learn there for a lot cheaper than the Dutch ones, but the reputation is kind of sketchy. Right? People can't fucking drive here. It makes you very nervous, right? Like, my mom's boyfriend doesn't use his fucking turn signals, and turn signals in Florida are optional. Basically. You should use them, but they're optional. They're just decoration in Florida cars at that point. If you're in for your license for when they implement the flashless speed camera system that's up in the UK, oh boy. Stanya. Come here. Nope. There you go. Yeah, we do have speed traps, but I don't think they use flashes. They might use flashes. Unlock these. It's just starting to walk off. Huh? Yeah. Let's not chop open my hand, please. The flash is legally required for now. Ah, nice. I have Apple face. Just yeeted some on myself. Tater is about to get spoiled because his daddy is going to be out of town for 2 nights. Oh boy, business trip or family trip? Business onboarding her job. Oh, nice. They need to send him international. That'd be a way to get out. Nah. You guys have a lot going on. What? Ah, okay. Did one flick into here? It did. There we go. He deals in American healthcare, so you don't know if that'll happen, right? What does he do? Sell plans or what? My mom keeps saying I would have a decent deal there. It's bullshit. I know it's complete bullshit. Because if I had anything similar to what I have in the Netherlands, it would be thousands a month. And that was before they did all the fucking reformation where it costs even more now, so yeah. I would be buying a car every month. Basically, in healthcare. Compared to the Netherlands, definitely not, no. Compared to Finland, you're not even required to have insurance, and Blix is decent cost over there. Data engineering stuff, you think he helps the data pipeline getting ICD codes from hospitals to insurance, something like that. Interesting. Well, good luck doing. Yeah, no insurance for you guys. Yeah, it's required here. What is going on? Can you read my face, please? So I don't have to enter my passcode? What's that supposed to be? I think it's a license plate. Okay. You think you posted a total for the gallbladder shenanigans on Medical Corner? I think you did, yeah. These apples have a few little brown spots on them, but not enough for me to be concerned. Well, that piece is good. Shufty. Scared of that. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, overall your gallbladder thing was only, what, a few hundred? Ew. A little dirty in there. But yeah, if I left the Netherlands, it would probably be to go farther north. Better healthcare systems. Not that the Netherlands has a bad one. It's just overburdened. Like everywhere else. I'm gonna need to wash these apple bits. I made applesauce the other week, and some of the containers I used did not seal properly. So those are just sitting in my fridge right now. I have to eat them. But I haven't been in an applesauce mood. Ugh. That piece for the hand. Okay. Did it land on you? It did. Turn around, won't you? Okay. We go by tarot card rules. If the apple falls out of the bowl, that means it wants to be in the dog's belly. 461.60 plus meds, maybe 30 on top. And that's from starter symptoms to getting gallbladder eaten, including hospital stays, Aka. Yes. Sorry, I just keep putting random Dutch words out here. Yeah, surgery itself included, yeah. Hospital stay and all included. So, yeah, 461 would be like the price of a Band-Aid in America. Which I want to say is a joke, but it's only half a joke because I swear to God, I've seen people share things and the Band-Aids are like fucking 50 euros a piece. It's ridiculous. So if you are in America, definitely request a piece-by-piece bill, and then you can contest them on any ridiculous charges. If you struggle with stuff. 2K for Caleb to get a nose clamp, and Afrin for a nosebleed. Probably be like $50 here. Max. Hell, if it was life-threatening enough, it would be free. Like, what's so baffling to me is, like, if you get cancer in the Netherlands, you're basically only out, like, $385 for the entire thing, if not entirely covered for free by insurance. Like, insurance actually pays for your cancer treatment here. Unlike America, where they will pay for your cancer treatment, but you'll have to pay like $18,000 out of pocket first before they even start paying any of it. Whatever the fuck it is. 62 something here because that's the flat ER fee. Damn. That was with walk-ins too. Fuck. Zah caught a sailfish. How pretty. A pretty sailfish. Whee. I think there is a cooking segment of Twitch, but I was not thinking this morning when I made the category, so fuck it. Just stay on just chatting. Good enough. Whee. Just chatting is good catch-all, right? That's what I felt like. You keep trying to tell yourself you don't need a snack? Get a fucking snack, Sammy. Food is way too delicious. You're busy eating some more, right? I had a sandwich this morning already. Kind of want another one. Hey, Sammy, have you heard of that heckin' diet cult in your area? With the lady who died in the plane crash? I ran across it on YouTube. This just made me think of you guys because I think it's right around your area. You have not? Oh, what was it called again? I don't know. It was like they believe Jesus is telling them that, or God believes that skinny women are better and all this weird bullshit. It was wild. Like, her son is on the outs now. Like, he can't even drive past the church without getting stalked by other church members. And this man, like, he has been done wrong by so many women in his life. He's just become a misogynist. It's kind of scary. But she died in a plane crash, yeah. On her way to do a chat with, I think she was on her way to Mar-a-Lago. I literally think she was on the way to do like one of those Turning Point USA style like chats. But yeah, there's like this entire cult. They have a big church on like 40 acres in Tennessee, and they all painted their houses white. And people like dread them moving into the neighborhood because they paint all their houses white because that's what the woman said, like the white is the purity of everything and blah blah blah. Like some bullshit. And she literally had the Long Island medium hair, like the bigger the hair the closer to God kind of thing, and now her daughter is in charge, and she also is dealing with some like eating issues, like this is totally an anorexic cult or something. But her hair is so flat and she looks so skeletal. Like, I feel really bad for these women that they felt that way. But she's making bank on this church. But yeah, it's right there in Tennessee somewhere. But yeah, Bible Belt. Wouldn't surprise me. God literally said, shut the fuck up. uh, It was wild. It was on YouTube. There's this guy who runs around and does like docu-series where he interviews people in like cults and stuff. If I run into it again, I will send it to you. Or I think if you just YouTube anorexic cult, sure enough, a plane crash in a lake not far from you. Yeah, you found it. Like, it's right in your heckin' backyard. And the thing is, the people from that church are only allowed to go to so-and-so restaurants because the food is better or something. And it's all because of how the business owners treated, like, the main woman. And there's a lot of dark stuff, too, supposedly, that happened there, but I won't get into that on Twitch. Besides the obvious open shit. What I found the most interesting of it, though, is it did seem to be very women run, women controlled. Because, yeah, the woman wasn't the face of everything, basically. So it makes sense why her son is kind of off the, the cult is in Brentwood, zero surprise there. Williamson County is full of no jobs, yeah. Why he kind of went off the deep end of women aren't okay. But like some of the stuff he said in that documentary was like it made my skin crawl. Like, oh my god, this man is so hurt. He needs therapy, but I don't think he's going to therapy. And the only reason he's staying there is because he has two children still, and his ex-wife is a member of the church still, which means his children are members of that church still. It's amazing that he even has contact with them. Because she's full on gotten remarried to someone else. But yeah, I hope people make up their own minds in the future. Whatever. Oh, I thought there was a cat or dog was licking herself. No, it's just literally moisture falling off a roof. There we go. Almost done. 2 more apples left. You avoid that whole area. Everything bad you hear about rich white Christians in us is exactly what they are. Oh gosh. Yeah, like churches are usually open and don't really mind if you come and visit them and stuff, like just walk in. But that church, you can't walk into it. They have guards stationed outside that'll come to your car and be like, "What are you doing on our property? You just got up, Venora, out here making a whole ass cake?" Heck. Yes. I got the apples. Almost full. I got 2 apples left. Also, the sugar is just in the way. There we go. I am going to have to rinse these. There's some flakies from inside the apples popping in. Like, I have to rinse that off. It's fine. A little dirt doesn't hurt. Still rinse. My own peace of mind. Whee! It's been a nice lazy morning, Moon. I'm kind of jealous. I've been up for a while. Yeah, you've been working the weekend. It's your first free day. Nice. We had a lazy weekend, which was really good after a holiday and everything. We ordered in some burgers. Or I got a burger. He got fries and a meatball. It did actually really well. You had lentils and cornbread for dinner and you want more? Oh, that actually sounds really good. I need to hit the international supermarket because I don't think my Albert Heijn or Jumbo by me has lentils. I'm not even sure if Picnic has lentils. It's been so long since I've had lentils. It does well, yeah, right? We used to make a nice red lentil something or other at my mom's. She found a recipe online. I am juicing myself in the face. Stop trying to take the flesh out. We need the flesh. Just take off the skin. They do, you're sure? It depends on what kind though. Yeah, it also depends on location. Like they should, but I think down south they have more of a need for it. Like we've got so many international supermarkets up here. I don't think the Dutch ones carry a lot of the more international ingredients. And for some reason, I consider lentils international. I don't know why. Like, are they used a lot in Indian food and stuff? Because that's where I think of it being a lot. Or like Asian foods. Cole, done driving school. You went to Does Track Days. Nice. I'll have to check. I'll check out Picnic. I think Picnic also has a thing where you can recommend they add to the assortment, and I might be able to recommend lentils. You can see why, yeah, Dutch would be peas, you think. Yeah, peas and green beans. Got plenty of veggies. Rhodocole, red cabbage, any kind of cabbage, really. We do have the pointy one. Eee. This one's a bit... should be okay. It's not too bad. I might have to sacrifice this apple. This will be a little bit of a thinner apple tart. Yeah, sacrifice this one. But you made a big cornbread tonight, so you had Hub's help with the cast iron, but the plan is cornbread, roast potatoes, mac and cheese, and green beans. Oh, lekker. Sammy, have you seen that Applebee's cheesy hamburger thing? Flanders shared it on Discord, but yeah. Have you seen commercials for it? Oh my god, it made my mouth water so bad. You kind of like meh. I want to make that here, except two problems. I don't have the plate that they used for the skillet, and our cheese generally doesn't melt like that. So we'd have to do like a quasi macaroni and cheese, and then put that underneath, which would be interesting. But yeah, I do have to say, as far as Dutch recipes and stuff go, I really do enjoy like a lot of the cabbages that are here. And when they're cooked and stuff. No, she's eating her back toenails, but she is poking the tripod with her foot. Skya, stop snurfing. Has to leave. Yeah. Got it. The camera was shaking. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. That's gotta be really obnoxious. You sleepy? Here you go. Look at that. Hopefully this one doesn't have a brown inside, otherwise it's a very thin apple cake, though it takes, sometimes we haven't been finishing. You don't know what cheese they use though. It looks like a combination of like cheddar and mozzarella shred cheese. Maybe Americana cheese. But I can get cheddar here, it's just really fucking expensive. And it doesn't melt like that. It tastes really fucking good, but it does not melt like that. Maybe if I went to a cheese farmer shop, they would have cheese that would possibly replicate, because we do have brie here. Brie is pretty common, and brie melts in the oven, right? You just have to get the perfect consistency of melt to stretch ratio. It says queso. That's unhelpful. Yeah, considering queso can come in a can. That's very unhelpful. And look more like Velveeta at that. Hi, I would say it's a mix. And a million different kinds of cheese, right? I would toss in cheddar and mozzarella, or well, no, not mozzarella. I would toss in Colby Jack because that's also white. Maybe without the Jack, which should have pepper flakes in it, but whatever. You know what I haven't had so heckin' long? Provolone. I kind of miss provolone. And Colby Jack, to be honest, but yeah. We got something similar here. Queso in the US is usually white American, though. Really? Because when I think of queso, I think of like the can in the Mexican food aisle. Well, that's not white American in there. It's orange like Velveeta. Except better than Velveeta. Because it actually has movements like nacho cheese. The kind you get at restaurants is white American. Weird. I do have to say, white American plaque cheese is really nice. Queso fresco is something very different. Yeah. We don't even have white American cheese. We do have the smelt Kaas. It's fresh cheese. Smelt Kaas is basically the closest thing you'll get to like American cheddar on like Kraft cheddar plaques. And they taste really good. They don't taste like Kraft at all. But it doesn't melt like that. But maybe if I mixed some of those with a harder cheese, it would create a consistency similar to the real. So Chihuahuan cheese is also a good option. Like the dog. Queso fresco's fresh cheese is mild, soft, white Mexican style cheese known for its crumbly texture, fresh, milky, slightly tangy flavor. Oh. Yeah, I could see how that could be mixed in there, but I still think they use cheddar. Mild, buttery, semi-soft Mexican cheese made from cow's milk. That sounds really good, both of those. Very good melting cheese. Huh. Yep, like the dog. There's a state in Mexico that both come from. Nice. I had forgotten that fact. Whee! Okay, the apples are chopped. There's some big pieces in here, though. Very hard to find in other countries like yours. Yeah. Especially here where it's so much cheese is just from the local system, which I like that it's from the local system. But, like, maybe if I went over to Spain or something, they'd have other cheese over there. Go to Spain, Portugal, bring back cheese. There. Okay. Let me rinse my hands real quick and rinse these of like maybe flakies because there's a few flakies in here that shouldn't be here. One moment. Yeah. It's hard for you to find special cheese here in New Zealand because you're in a small farm town. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense, Sammy. Okay. Usually I put a parchment paper on the bottom, but to be honest, I won't be asked today. So I'm just gonna spread some bote down there. And hope for the best. Which is good because Hispanic food is your favorite. Nice. Just butter and flour it. I should put flour on it, not just like leave it with just butter. That's what you do? That makes sense, actually. Flake of butter got loose down here. Makes a non-stick layer then. Ooh, nice. Lol. Well, it would help if I actually had it properly contained. Your late hubby was Mexican, so he got used to it. Yeah, my husband will not eat the Dutchified Mexican stuff. He needs the Tex-Mex American Mexican stuff, which here in my area is the Santa Maria stuff. You're allergic to capsaicin, so you can't have most things? No, not the pepper allergy. No. The peppers are such a good part of it. Honestly, when I was growing up, I hated peppers. Like red pepper and stuff, bell pepper. I hated them. I hated them so much. I started eating Tex-Mex and stuff in really good places, and oh my god, it made me eat veggies. Go out, get fajitas, and well, they cook the fajitas with the veggies there, yeah? In most restaurants, and like, ah, nice, lekker. Sesame is in so many things, right? You still don't like most bell peppers, but you like a lot of chilies. Yeah. I wonder if you could like the bell peppers that are here, because I wonder if that's just a distance to location thing for you, Sammy, or if it's just you actually just hate them. Because I've said this before, I hated so many vegetables and stuff in America. Like, I wouldn't eat them. They smelled bad. They looked bad. And then I come here to the Netherlands, and my husband's like, oh, stick this in your face. Try this. Try that. And they taste so much better. Paprika is also inside a lot of stuff. Yeah. Let me grab the flour. We can make a little dish of flour. Contents. Some hot water. Really is, but if it's not straight up paprika, it's like paprika extract, and yours is the chemical in the pepper family, or some of the foods too, like raw tomato. You can have cooked tomato, but not raw tomato. I mean, you've grown stuff, you just don't like them. You like yellow, and that's about it. I think yellow is where I started too. My favorite, I think, is orange, but the red ones are really nice. I'm assuming we don't need very much flour. Woo. that around. Just coat it and tap out the excess. Yeah. Getting it up the sides a little bit. There we go. I didn't put very much in, but I think that got it all. Nice. That looks good. Let me go ahead and put these away. A lot of curry powder straight up you smoked paprika. Yes. Perfect. Yay. I gotta put the sugar on the apples. They say 20 grams. I say whatever my eyeballs like. 5. Sure. 5. Apples themselves are kind of on the side of going to be sweet anyway, so why add to it? Your body has decided food is required if you don't want to be nauseous, so beauty. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Did I put cinnamon in? I did not. Thank you, Blitzy. I forgot the cinnamon. What would I do without you? You gotta have cinnamon, hell yeah. I'm like, what's missing from this? We 2 to 3 teaspoons. That. I forgot to put some in the batter as well. Oh, I did a measure of how much snow that we collected on our trash can and conifer outside. It's the apples that's more important, exactly. And like, I'm just gonna start breaking this off in smaller pieces because I don't have a thing to roll with. One day, like the day we had the most snow, it started out at 19 or so centimeters on our trash can lid. Just smush it in there, yeah. And the day ended it with like 24 centimeters. And then our conifer had like 30 plus centimeters on it because it had the airflow underneath it and stuff. You love the crumbled nature of the dough, right? So nice. A little teeny bit of overlap. Try to put a little bit in the corner there. Smushy, smushy. This is one of the thinner packs of dough, so I am going to try to thin out the bottom a little bit here. Because otherwise, with this tin being bigger, we're not going to have very much for the top. And we need to have some for the top. Whee! There we go. Smush. Smush. You've decided on salt and vinegar chips. Those are actually pretty good here. I do have to say. They burn after a while. I think there's a slight difference between the American and the Dutch version. But overall, the Laplace Sapple Tart is so good. I've never been to Laplace, I think. Though, we did used to get the Laplace cappuccino beans for the coffee maker. You like the burn. Burn away, Sammy! Not legit away. You know what I mean. Fuck. Wee, get in that corner. Give me some pieces. There we go. Wee. Even that out a little bit. Love that burn. What is it? It's the green Pringles, the sour cream and onion ones. Those are chips I like. Mm-hmm. Skya, stop snurfing, please. I don't need to hear it all the time. Because I'm sure people can hear that too. You were so loud. Yeah, you were so loud. Want to snurf? Go across the room. Then snurf away. She's a little offended. It's okay. She's fine. It's all good. There we go. So yeah, Sammy, you're gonna have to DM me what games you want me to play, with the exception of the one I crossed out, which is very obvious why I crossed it out. I won't even mention it here. But yeah, you need to send me a game list of either 5 weeks of play or what, and I will play that on Friday. You've picked out one at the moment? Cool. I'll go with that one until you give me another one. Or until you run out of thingies. Credits. Whee. Ari's fishing. A filet fish burger. A fish fillet. I mean, you did catch a fish of some sort. It's just already been processed. Though I don't recommend eating it in its current state. That's probably risky. I love K-dramas. You guys know this about me, yeah? So I watch a lot of K-dramas on Netflix, for example. There was one I watched recently, Dynamite Kiss. The story is really good, but The main character, I swear I've seen him before in another thing. But this is going to sound really bad. It was a little distracting because he's had a nose job. So I just kept telling myself it's because of his character. Because his character was like this rich guy. So it would make sense. But I went looking online. I never go looking online for things. I was like, what did this person look like before? Did this person have a nose job? And apparently, yes, it is. And like, yeah, to each their own. There's a reason to have nose jobs. And it's just, I feel like it's a sad state where they feel like they need to do that to keep getting roles. But if he needed it for anything else, that's perfectly fine. It's not like I'm not going to watch the show. It was a little distracting in that moment. But he's a great actor. I do have to say. I could see moments where, like, yeah, I would crush on that guy if he was being nice to me. Koreans are big into cosmetic surgery. Yeah. It's just part of how the culture is with the media these days. Which is, I think, wildly more severe than what it even is in America, right? To each their own. I mean, there's a reason why people go there to get nose jobs and stuff. It's almost essential if you want to be famous there. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I'm not going to hold it against him or anything, but which is sad, exactly. See, you get what I'm saying, Blitzy. I wish he didn't have to do that. The picture I ran into on Google, he looked perfectly fine, and I don't understand who told him to change unless he had like a medical thing where he did need. Don't scratch that, Bowie. Hey, that is not a scratching post. Miss, what is back there? Is there something behind there you're hunting? She's like getting into stuff. She never scratches things that aren't like her scratching post. So that's interesting. Do we have mice, Bowie? I don't think we do. We have way too many cats for mice, but she might be hearing something outside and it's making her scratch the wall. Or the thing closest to the wall. Whee! There was another comment on there on Reddit. They're like, I was watching a historical drama, but I couldn't finish it because the main actress had lip fillers. I'm like, I don't even notice that shit. Lip fillers, I never notice. Like, sometimes maybe, but I never notice them. Some people are way too critical on Reddit. Which is why I stay off of it. I would get pulled into those Am I the Asshole posts for sure. Those stories are funny, but I'm hearing a lot that some of these posts on Reddit are like AI made just for upvotes and shit. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna avoid the entire thing. But I never got into it. If they're super noticeable to people who don't know you, you have a bad surgeon. Yeah. Like, I get what they were going for, I think. Again, not gonna hold it against them. You do what you gotta do to survive in your business, right? There we go. And to each their own. Elective surgery is elective. If you're doing it, then you're doing it. That's fine. Okay. These more around. Do, 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 do. Oh, that's a bit gummy on top of each other. I still have this much left, which should be able to get the rest of this and then have a decent amount for the cap. I have talked about this a little bit in Spaces, but one of my aunts passed away like last week or so, week before. And I didn't find out till like 4 days later on top of that. Which was a little annoying, but understandable, because my family barely communicates. But yeah, like this particular aunt was in the house my grandparents built, and she had just moved to an assisted living center. And she was gonna list the house for sale that my grandparents built. And for years I've been saying, if that house ever comes up for sale, I want to buy it. I want to buy it. I'm gonna get it. I don't know how I would get it because I have no money. We don't have jobs in America and whatnot. But with the current state of affairs everywhere, the option came up, not for me to buy it or anything, but the fact that it's going to be for sale at some point. Like, the idea of the option came up, and my first instinct was, I'm not moving back. Which was amazing to me, because I always thought, like, that's in the area I want to be, that's around family still. It would be a property that was within the family for, like, the past almost 100 years. Like 80 years it's been in the family. Like, sure, the bigger piece of the property is gone because she sold that to a neighbor, but it's still there, and it's right across the street from where my mom has a little bit of property, which she's not doing anything with right now. And yeah. There's one thing I find ragingly inconvenient. It's reading through insurance conditions for purpose of comparing conditions. Yeah, right? Sometimes things just change the way where what have been almost certainties aren't the option one wants anymore. It's more like if things weren't going so wrong perceptively in USA, I would have second thoughts about it, but things are going so bad over there, I feel like, with the patterns I'm noticing and being undiagnosed neurodivergent and whatnot. I don't feel safe living there. Just as a whole in general. And my husband is international, so yeah, he fits the look that they want for their society, but he's still an international citizen. Like, what if he gets mad at the wrong people or something, like people tend to do? That could be wildly scary, and then I might have no way to find him, and like, what the fuck? And then next thing I know, he's messaging me from here, and it's like, okay, what the fuck happened? And he would still be the sole income maker, and like, yeah. Oh, always in the litter box, you're gonna hear a bunch of scraping. But yeah, so, like, even he doesn't want to move to America right now in its current state. And glitter. Okay, we're eating glitter, I guess. Which, yeah. It's a shame because it's generational property, basically. You think it's terrifying right now. Plus the whole education thing and finding jobs when you can almost wipe your ass with a master's diploma, so getting a job isn't certainty either. Yeah, he would go back to Ubering. In which case you would add in, like, people with guns. You drive down the wrong driveway, you can get shot, you know? Because that happened in America. Some college kids were looking for their friend's driveway, they drove down the wrong person's driveway, and the guy just opened fire on their car before even talking to them. Like, what the fuck? And considering that area is more rural, like, I know the people in that area are good. The chances of that happening would be so little, but yeah, it's not a non-zero. Whee! You feel so bad for people that the ICE are targeting. Yeah. Well, this whole last thing with Minneapolis, it's just a Tinder fire right now. It's just going to take who knows how many more situations of that happening, and yeah. There's still people who defend that dude. Like, it's bonkers insane, and I don't want to live somewhere where people are defending that. Like, any person with a brain watches the video footage that's been played here or been played there. That's not the AI footage, because there's AI footage going around also that makes her look guilty. That's not the case. Like, the fact that that man said he didn't care, he shot her in the face, and it's actually caught on a video and stuff, just shows what people feel like they can get away with right now. There's no way to defend that, yeah. And people are like, oh, she should have just listened to to what they said. But ICE agents aren't like police. They're not police. They don't have the same powers police do. They're not military. They don't have the same power military does. They're fucking Duana. They're not even Duana, because Duana's border patrol, yeah? Like, they're a squad of really thugs. Yeah, they're thugs. They're a thug squad. But yeah, even saying that can get you labeled as a domestic T. So, cosplaying COD, who get paid a shit ton. There was like a fucking $45,000 bonus if you signed up to work for ICE. That you got, like, if you worked there for so and so amount of time. On top of the regular pay, which is something insanely high. Yeah, it's wild. What kind of topper do I want to put on this? I think I want to put a whole, like, squished out topper on here. I don't know. I don't want to do strips. Strips might look nice, though. I don't think I have enough for strips. I think I just kind of want to stretch this out. Oh, we have to get the egg wash, too. Blech. Crumbly bits on top, why not? Make them wide and thin. You've also been asking Hubs to put cling film on the doors and windows. You think you finally convinced him the whole door-to-door bullshit? Apparently the base pay is dog shit compared to the bonuses handed out, because people are saying they're not doing it for the money, they're doing it for the love of the game, shooting people indiscriminately. Yeah. There's so many opinions and stuff out there about it. Like, it's scary. I learned about this shit in elementary school, and why are people accepting it? Like, people are like, don't draw comparisons between A and B, but A and B are very wildly on display at the moment. And they're like, it's like that movie Don't Look Up. Have you guys seen that movie Don't Look Up? Where the meteor is coming and the government's just like, don't look up. You're all fine. And then, like, 70% of the population doesn't look up or some shit. Hydrate. You had a call with your mom the other day, and she said she would love to move there. You asked her why, and she said that it's the only country fighting for freedom. No, Blitzy. It was a funny movie. Thank you for the hydrate, Roar. Your mom is brainwashed. So is mine. It's sad, but mine is too. Yeah. They love the dumb and uneducated. Which is wild because my mom has a bachelor's degree. She worked in fucking whatever for 30 plus years. Mm. She's not a dumb person by far, but yeah, you love her, but damn, yeah. I just I send her stuff once in a while. I hope she sees it, and then she like sends me a meme. Like the one meme she sent me was one that was this woman making fun of Kamala Harris's political standpoint, and just her saying, I'm not Joe Biden. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's not even funny. I don't see how you find this funny. It's weird. Like, it's literally just women hating women. I don't understand. I just ignored it. Like, she ignores the stuff I send her. Like, there's no discussion back and forth at some point, and then if there's discussion, it's when we're on a video call, and it's yeah. What Blitzy experience. It's just they think they're right, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, I'm going to push the edge of the crust down a little bit. Well, ideally, I'd like to just roll it on top of what's there, but it's not rolling. She sends you so much shit, you never watch it. Yeah, I send my mom a lot of shit she never watches. She's too busy for that. I'm just gonna say, sorry man, it's not pretty, but at least it's an apple tart. Let's spread these out, little air gaps. Shoop. Shoop, shoop. There, okay. Down, down, down. Shoop. Under. I don't know, I put my shit on my stories, and occasionally people see it, and I get more random people on my Insta stories than anything. See a couple people that I talk to, but that's it. She is truly in love with Trump and Musk. It's so sad. Yeah. Well, Musk is out there tweeting legit, like, propaganda that white people are dying out and stuff. I don't believe their whole narrative that, like, if there is a world-ending event that we won't have enough people to survive, you need, like, what, 40,000 people to survive to continue a population? And we don't have enough people to do that. Mm-hmm. I call BS. I think people are good at surviving, and they will maybe be quite inbred at some point, but they'll keep holding out and pushing on. Honestly, as they say, humans don't deserve to survive, right? You hate us so much, the man single-handedly responsible for half your height and blood pressure, really? Like, it's back and forth. Starlink, for one, brings internet to places in the world that can't have internet, but Starlink also blocks out any science whatsoever, being the fucking big-ass satellites they are, going everywhere. And you can't take pictures of the night sky anymore without a streak of Starlink in it. In places that used to have very beautiful areas to take pictures of. Hey, Red Panda! How are you? I also haven't started the oven yet, so I need to go turn on the oven to 180 and get the egg wash for this and the little thingy thingy. Let's say you're even happier you are not having any kids. Yeah, like I would go back and forth on the whole kid thing, but like at 11, after 9/11 and everyone was going to fucking war, I was like, I don't want to bring kids into this. And then it's been one thing after another, after another, after another. Like, okay, I probably made the right decision at 11, even though I have the itch once in a while. It's like, no, it's not big enough to bring a child into this and potentially ruin their life, you know? Set them up for struggle. Piggy wash. Wash, 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 wash. Panda. Yeah. You're okay? Your back still hurts? No, from falling down. You fell down, that's right. I hope it feels better soon. Roar, why does your sword look like that? Because she's a head moderator. Yeah. She's always here, basically. Pretty much. That's exactly it. So I can bonk people. But you never bonk people. We have the emote and everything, and I never see it used. Blix is seeing your IRL bestie stressed about her 3 kids' futures. Pretty obvious not having kids in this climate is correct move, at least for you. Yeah. There was a study that also said that people who have this is gonna sound dumb, have a higher IQ are like more likely to not have children because they see so many things in the world, but it's kind of more like if you're paying attention to the world now, it's more likely you're not having children because you just don't want to have your kids go through the same shit that you're going through. I mean, 2 things can be correct at the same time, to be fair. There's some butter in this egg wash. Look at yeah. Nice on top. Bit slobbery, sure. I don't mind. Bunk, bunk, bunk. I love that little emote. It's so cute. Yeah. More. There. Bye. Yeah. So, we wait for that to go. I need to do dishes today. It's heckin' built up in there. Which is another reason why we're in here and not in there. It looks bad in my kitchen. Because everything's not properly stacked. Reading this paper is like sandpaper on your nerves. You're still reading the stupid thing. Oh, the insurance stuff? Roar, if you want to bonk people, bonk me. I'm okay with it. As long as you mean bonk as in bonked with a hammer and not the other bonking. Otherwise, that's massive flirting. Yeah, insurance papers are so fucking annoying. I used to have to, like, give my mom contracts and stuff from insurance stuff because I'm like, I am trying to read this, but the words are not making sense anymore. Like, I'm not dumb by any means. It's just the wording they use and everything. It's just, it does my brain in. Good girl, yeah. When I was getting together all my paperwork to flee America, jokingly flee America at that point, because in 2017 it wasn't too bad, right? It wasn't bad at all in 2017. But, well, other than the obvious insurance stuff. Like, they made it, you had to run around, you have to get your birth certificate notarized. You have to have a notarized birth certificate, meaning it has to have the stamp from the state you were born in. Not the one that you live in, but the one you were born in. Which costs money. I think that one was like 30 and 12. So like 42 because 12 processing fee or whatever and shipped back. And then I had to request an apostle that I've never been married from the state of Florida. I had to request something else, another money thing. So money. It cost more to get all the paperwork to leave America than it cost for my husband to send in the application for me to live in the Netherlands. He only had to do 8 pages of paperwork for me to come here, and I had to do like 80. I had to print out like 125 pages of this stack of paper, and then I only used like 10 of them. He had to print out like 20, and he had to use 8 max. It was ridiculous. And like 60% of it is, you're not a felon, are you? In the American one. That is, it's baffling. But you had to read through the whole thing because there was like a page very deep into it you had to do. There was a page in the front, there was a page in there. It's like entire sections. It was just, oh my god. It's not streamlined at all. But every time I did have to make a call and get something explained to me, the women and people were very nice about it. And they were all like wishing me luck on my journey and whatnot. So it was really nice of them. There you go. I keep hearing things that sound like Skaya actually doing stuff, but she's not. She's just laying here nice. It's water dripping off my roof. Heck. Oh, let me put that butter away too. A YouTuber from the US will move to Germany and he makes a video about all this, what he needs and stuff, and it's hard for him even with his friends here helping him. Yeah. Like, I've run into a couple people like that just randomly on YouTube because it shunts them to me. And like all the process they have to do, like selling their house and everything and this and that. I'm like, oh my god. At least I had to move out of my mom's house. I didn't have all that hassle to deal with. But yeah. Enjoy your shower, lurk roar. Toss the button up here. I can receive. Like this not done yet. Yeah. Yeah. What time is it? It is 11:26. So by the time we get this in here, we run upstairs or whatnot. Or how long? Bake 60 to 75 minutes. And ours is definitely going to be closer to 75 minutes. So probably it is ready to go in. Let me toss this in. Yes. That up to 60. 1 hour, 5 minutes. Yes, let's do that. Put it in for 65 minutes. That there, this here. Right. So I think from here we shall either keep conversing or we should raid out. Because I need a bio break in a minute. My bathroom's right there and I have no way to mute it, so that's not a good thing. But yeah. How's everyone doing? We have running around here. Ah, Ari changed into a little white fox. How cute. Funny enough, I might have Galaxy Fox ears, but I do have a 8 GB of RAM in my setup. That number might be inaccurate because that might have been the old computer I was using. I'll have to double check that. But my computer does need a new processor and a new power supply the next time I go to change anything. Because my video card kind of caps out the power supply at the moment, I think. But once I do that, then it should run Nikki, for example, without sounding like an airplane taking off. Okay, you were kind of shocked? Yeah. It may be correct or it might be inaccurate. I am not sure. I did not build my computer. My husband found it, and we did kind of cut some corners in places with the idea to like replenish parts, which I had really shit memory back in the day. But we've replaced the memory, we've replaced the video card. We did something else. We added some hard drives, I think. And then one of those kicked the bucket because they were old, but I still have hard drives to connect to it and stuff, and it's just, it's a Frankenstein, and I love it. So yeah, you almost have almost the same as mine, but 32 GB DDR5 RAM. Yeah, we bought this on a payment plan, and I paid it off a while ago. So it took like 3 years to pay off. So it's about a 5-year-old computer. But yeah, new video card and stuff. It makes sense that I need a new processor and power supply by now. Because I'm trying to beef it up, right? So I can bring you guys better stream stuff at more of a stable rate than having like Nikki crash every every time something changes, Nikki crash. Or whatever, so I can like keep up with playing those games on like the better quality looking stuff, because I like the idea of giving you like high quality looking games. There's nothing wrong with playing games on medium or low quality, and I think they look fine generally, but yeah, if I can bring you games on like high quality and my computer doesn't sound like a space station, then yeah. Space station? Engine. But yeah. Bowie! Stop taunting the dog, please! Bowie has gone underneath the sofa and behind where I have like this gap. There's this gap behind my thing. Or a Euro Truck wheel? Yes! Euro Truck wheel. Which would probably be more of a Forza wheel, but still, same. Like, having a wheel sounds so fun! Like, I don't even need the pedals. I just want the wheel. Because I can't really use the pedals unless I just use one foot. The way my muscles work. Because they're fucked up, because I have a tumor. Which is a whole thing on its own. But yeah. Heck, I have a little more ears going on here. We look like we're at like a news station. You just saw a really good looking one for $599. Holy moly. That would pay for Skya's surgery easy. And her meds and her blanket. Funny enough, the meds here are really affordable for dog meds. She needed an injection for like puking because she gets into puke circles when she accidentally poisons herself, which she hasn't done this year or the past year, 2 years, because we moved away from the things that can do that. And we've been good about the things that can do that here. But those injections are only like €4. What is it, Ska? Why are you pouting? Because the cat. You mean you use a racing wheel as well, but in the future it will be proper wheel sim for trucks. Ooh. Oh, I was looking at this house on Funda. And there was an entire setup this one guy had, or gal, whoever owned this house, they had an entire setup in their living room where they had built out of plywood and like painted it and stuff, and it was a mini airplane setup with like all the things. So that I guess they either are a pilot or like just like flying in general and maybe have a Cessna or something, but they had like the entire setup that they could sit in with like the feet pedals and the gauges and stuff. It was really cool looking. What, mood? Like those setups are so cool looking. You'll send a test video from a few days ago later on where you can see how ETS looks with mods. Ooh, Euro Truck Simulator looks with mods. Heck. Yeah, I do have access to the full game now because my husband owns the game and I'm on his Steam library. That's such a specific thing to build. Yeah, but a lot of pilots do it. Not everyone, but like a bunch of people do it. Not common, but heck. Oh, you know what I really, really want? I dream of having this. I have no space for it. But they have the robot horses now that you can train on for like dressage or like race horses and stuff. And I'm just thinking, putting in a horse game and having the horse that you can ride would be hella funny on a stream. And it would be good exercise too because it's made to like be the conditions of riding a real horse, except it's a robot horse in your own house. But the thing's gotta be heavy, for one. So you have to build like an entire portion on the back of your house, or like just take over your entire living room. Like right here where I'm sitting right now, just to have it. And then you have to have a monitor hung up on the wall, nice and tall. Which I would have to get rid of that cabinet for. Yeah, surprisingly many pilots and or real life truckers do it. Yeah. But yeah, the games for both those things have way more like life size controls. What kind of pie? Apple. It is in the oven. Imagine having a robo horse in your front garden, right? It would take up the entire garden. And I don't think I'm allowed to build a roof in the garden. I know someone has like an arbor going all the way around their yard, but I don't think you're allowed to put any toppers on it. Yes, apple. Apple's the only kind I know how to make. But yeah, that would be hilarious. Thank you, Sammy. I will get into that. You played Flight Simulator as well. You really studied the whole Airbus A320. You kind of can fly this thing. I hope you're on a flight if one ever goes down. Needs help. No pilots. There's like 5 pilots in the A320 though, isn't there? Or 6? There's 2 in the front and then 2 in the back engineering. No? Only 2. Yeah, so theoretically, could be a situation where that's needed someday. But sometimes they have thirds in the actual aircraft itself being shunted from A to B as well. Because they do that a lot too, hop from place to place. I did consider becoming a pilot for a little bit there. I looked into the flight school and everything. And it wasn't all that expensive. The biggest expense would have just been living down there by the school. Almost every modern passenger planes have only 2 besides the second crew on long flights. Yeah. Interesting. Like, even the big Airbuses. Pan Am will be coming back as an airline? Are they really? Will they come back with the same seating? Because the nicety of Pan Am was they had those nice loungers. Or will it just be kind of hellhole like we have now on everywhere? Basically. Unless you're first class. Mm-hmm. What are you peeping about? Same seating, you would doubt, but they do be coming back. Interesting. Gosh, there was a TV show that was about the flight attendants on Pan Am. It's complete fictional, but they canceled it after one season. It's like, fuck, this is a really good show. Come on. Like, basically, the main girl, she just runs away from her wedding, and then her sister follows her for the hell of it. You love that show. It was so good. Or it was the other way around. Traffic com reminding you need to renew your license. That's nice that they do that for you, because I don't know if they do that in America. Come here. 1, 2, 1, 2, hoppa. Oop. I lost my ears, but I gained a fluff. Mwah. How are you? How you doing? You want to talk on the news? Sit. No, you can't go there. I want you to put your feet here so you can hold yourself. Hello. What do you think, Scott? Those are eggs. You don't want to renew your license, though, because it's expensive. How expensive is it? Your panda ears hanging on your wall next to you? Cute. Where's the food? Yeah, she's literally looking for the food. It's in the oven. You are too big for this. Yuck. What do you think, Con? What? You want to go on the floor? It's not interesting enough up here? No? It's not interesting enough up here? She needs a face shave, but it's been so cold. I haven't been trimming her face, so she looks like a little gremlin right now. Aw. I did trim her ears back, though. Oh, hello. And her eyebrows. Mm. There you go. Good. Give me those. Those are not toys. That's not a toy. I know it's furry, but it's not a toy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, I was saying, funny enough, that Ari chose a white fox because Ari does a lot of white fox art. And my ears are black and galaxy fox, but I do have a OC. If I ever went VTuber, she's also a white fox. I have a fan art that not fan art. I have an art I won on like a Twitter thing back in 2016 or so, or 2015. I don't know what it was. No, between 2017 and 2019, somewhere between there, because it was before I quit Twitter, which would have been around like 2018, 2019. And I won a art commission, a free art commission. And it was technically for furries. And I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. I won this thing, but is it okay if we do like a half human? And she's like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm like, this fox dog girl. And she's like, oh, a kid suit. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah. So I got a free one like that. Yeah, you can clip on your panda ears on your headset, but someone said it doesn't look good. Whoa. You like when people are honest? Aw. To be fair, some ears do look sketchy, but you gotta be careful where you buy them. But if you made them yourself, that is, like, quite rude. At least you try. Laura says hydrate, so I say everyone must hydrate. Ooh, barracuda. Anyway, I forgot how that song goes. You mean the same person gifted them to you? No. I guess it makes sense then. If they didn't like the gift after they gave it to you, they would say it's ugly. But I got my ears off Etsy. I listed the company that did it. They are in Germany. They do customs. But I'm not sure if she still does them. I haven't seen them on Insta in a while.
But my ears were like 80 euros. And I was originally checking out this gal in China who builds them because she builds one basically same color scheme that were a little cheaper, but the shipping cost would have put it up there to like 60, 70 euros. I'm like, well, for a few euros more, I can just get it from Germany and it will be here a lot sooner. And I was like, okay, fine. So that's why I ended up going with her. But she packaged it really nicely, and it had this nice little crinkle paper and stuff inside. It was really cute, and she gave me some free stickers and wrote a little note. And like, if I ever do want customs, I would go to her for it if she still does it. Like, I would love to get a tail to go with these ears because that would just be hilarious on cooking streams. That's the tail sticking out of clothes. Worth? Yeah, it's totally worth it. And I got these. These were probably my first big purchase outside of emotes from Maple. My first emotes from Maple that I spent for the stream specifically because I finally had an excuse to get some. But yeah, 80 did include shipping. Maple, yes, Maple Moon. Reminds you that you wanted to check the store from the Netherlands for mugs again. Yeah. So like on Etsy, I noticed even in the custom ear department, there were a few listings that looked a little too sus. I backtracked them to AliExpress and then I reported and maybe it's so bad because maybe they were like the real one, but the quality was not there like compared to the other ear makers, and it looked like AliExpress quality, which yeah gets flooded with this stuff, which is sad. um Usually if it's someone just making stuff out of their thing, they put a little more effort into it than what was being shown. So I kind of just went from there, and I hope that they weren't like a real ear maker because then I feel really bad about it. But it's just yeah, it looked too risky, and they were selling them for like 40, $50, and it's like, that fur alone that they're using on there is pretty expensive per meter. So yeah, like maybe you could justify that cost, but if you didn't actually make it yourself, then that's sketchy. You were searching for Magic the Gathering there, but yeah, the Chinese stuff came up, which is cheap. Yeah. Like, there are some really good products on AliExpress because they do technically sometimes actually make real products and then sell it for cheaper. But finding those things is the difficult part. And I don't want to take the risk anymore. I don't have the money to take the risk on that, even though it's cheap. I would rather try and spend a little more, like on this one, from people I can like follow around on Insta and stuff and see ethics and whatnot. And that's just me these days. Yeah, friend, and you get a card scanner there. Put it to good use as you can. Oh, speaking of scanners, we got a pet chip scanner from AliExpress. And that thing, it got out that we had one. So every time a cat was like missing or new in the neighborhood, people would be like, "Can you scan this cat? Can you make sure it's not so and so?" So that worked. But yeah, I don't remember my own cat's ID numbers. So I took a picture of them. Like before New Year's, I took a picture of everyone with their tag number. So their microchip number, including the dog. So I have that on record now. So if anyone goes missing for whatever reason, hope not, then I can immediately put their tag numbers in. Because our vet records are upstairs and we have them floating around. It's just the little paper chip they give you is just the barcode scanner, and it's a sticker. Like literally this big. Little piece of paper you have to find in a pile of other papers. But yeah, that was only like 30 euros, and it's paid for itself many times over. Heck. I don't know how long is left on the thing because that door is shut. I don't want to reach. I don't want to move. Sky is right there. Oh well. It definitely hasn't been 60 minutes yet. Heck. Let's see. Are there any plans this week for you guys? Because I'm probably going to spend at least a day sofa rotting. And then probably cleaning. My dog blows out so much it doesn't even look like I cleaned the day after I cleaned. Which is ridiculous. But oh well. I refuse to shave her. This is my own problem. Because she's a Shih Tzu. Or a Lhasa, something like that. And her coat is double coated. So if I'm going to shave her, then I have to keep shaving her because it'll never come back and look proper again. Because essentially you're fucking over an entire layer of her fur. You're sitting at home, you can't do anything else, and Friday at your local game store and grab your magic cards from them. Nice. Hey, Vern, how you doing? But I did trim her belly because, oh my gosh, there's so much hair. She gets so itchy and then she gets knots on her belly and stuff. So I trimmed her belly, but I'm leaving her back and side hair and most of her leg hair. So she looks a little wispy from the sides. Yeah, you shouldn't shave double coated. Exactly. And double coated also just, it helps them keep warm in winter and it helps them keep cool in summer. So I don't want to like have her struggle around those times. Around spring when it starts drying up again, I'll stop trimming her belly. So it can grow out a little bit, but it doesn't grow more than like 2 inches or so. She doesn't get the full all the way down to the ground coat on her belly. It's more from her back. Then you have to unpack, sort, scan, and put them into boxes 700 times. Holy moly. That's a lot of stuff. Fish. What are you gonna catch, Firm? It's expensive too, I bet. Is the pie in the oven? It is. It is in the oven. It's gonna be there for like another 30 minutes or so. If not more, like 40 minutes. I think we've been just straight talking for about 20 minutes. Roughly 230 euros worth of Magic the Gathering? Oh my god. That reminds me of a reel I ran into. This guy was like, hey, look, we found this safe in the house, in our garage. Like, we finally opened it. Look, it's just full of junk. It was all, like, classic Magic the Gathering stuff, like, from the 90s. 80s and 90s. Or whatever. Like, it just fell out. He's like, look at all this trash, these cards. It's like, it wouldn't be in a safe if it was trash. Junk. He had, like, $600,000 visibly on the video. And people were like, oh my god, that guy does not know what he has. I'll take those off your hand for like $50 here. Junk. Yeah, sure. Give me that junk. I could use that. Yeah. At least that's what I got from the people in the comments anyway. Less ignorant people, I guess. I don't even play Magic the Gathering. My brother was the one who played Magic back in, like, the 90s, like, around 95 or so. He was really big into it. So he had his little card folio of cards. And he gave me one. He gave me the Nightmare. And I treasured that card forever. I ran into it, like, when I was a teenager again, at least 10 years after I lost sight of this card. And then it disappeared again. Like, the Nightmare comes and goes. And if I run into it at my mom's, like, in another 20 years, I would laugh hysterically. Too bad you don't have your cards from the 90s anymore. You were young and dumb and hadn't had any idea that they were worth anything, right? I wonder if my brother still has his. But I seem to remember the Nightmare actually having value for a bit there, and when my brother gave it to me, he had like 2 or 3 of them, so that's why he gave me one. And they had no value then. The worst thing is, the packs back then were so cheap you had tons of them. Imagine there was a Black Lotus in there. Oh no. I imagine, since you're mentioning it, it's a really expensive card now. Fuck. But I'm sitting on a pack of One Piece cards. It's the first ever packs that came out. I'm sitting on one of those. So I'll toss that on eBay or something in like 20 years. Maybe it'll be worth something. Maybe it won't. Maybe we'll break even. Maybe it'll be worth nothing at all. But it's unopened. Heard of Riftbound? I have not. I'm not big on the card scene at all, actually. I did collect Pokemon cards for a little while there, but it was more for, oh, this one's looking cute. I like that. I'll keep it. Riftbound is the League of Legends trading card game. Ah, that makes sense. I used to play League back in the day. I was okay at it. I think I got up to Silver League before life got in the way or something. It was definitely heavily in Copper for a while there, but I did find some people to play with, and we did get up to like Silver, and then I ghosted. Sorry. New and unfortunately it looks good from the cards and how to play it. Interesting. See, I'm more for like the collecting of it, not really the gameplay of it. If I do collect anything. Pokemon was easy to play. That one I could sit there and play for hours with my brother. But no one else played it. They would all collect the cards, but then no one else actually played the game. So that was a bummer. So I just, yeah, collect to collect, not to play. Keeps the cards in better condition. Yeah, no one plays Pokemon. But it was so good! This is Pokebottle. And then you had your little coins and like, oh, I was spending so-and-so coins so they could do this attack. And then they would do that attack, and then you would have to do math it down until you got to 0. I lost more than I won, because I always picked the cute ones. My brother and I would be building our decks side by side. We still picked the cute ones. I think he let me win a few times there. Older brothers are awesome. I am. I am collecting glitter from this thing. There's glitter on here. It's a Christmas thing with snowmen on it. It's not really Christmas centric. It's just orange with snowmen. It's really cute, but it's got food on it. And I need to toss it in the wash. This also has food on it. Blech. Can't see that from the color. What else will happen? You only play tribal decks. You are in 90% of the games, the weakest on the table, but you like the deck that have a theme and are not mixed up because of strength. Yeah. There was that WoW game I played, Hearthstone. I played Hearthstone for a while. And then they started adding in too many packs that you actually had to buy with real money. And then I stopped playing Hearthstone because I got capped out of it. Because I was always facing people with like bot packs and stuff, and I have skill issues apparently. But that was fun for a hot minute. And if I go back, I get a few more cards and whatnot. Yeah, it's lost its fun because this is too pay to win. It feels like you weren't good in Hearthstone as well. Yeah, I was okay, and then yeah, the pay packs come out, and then there's so many decent characters in those other packs that you can't get, so you're like blocked out of them anyway. So yeah, it became unfun. Unfun pretty quick when that happened. Like, if it was done in a way where you could obtain those packs just by playing, it would make more sense. But yeah, they had to make money, which obviously, Hearthstone being a free game to begin with, needs an income source. So I get why they put it in the packs and stuff, but I wish they just put in cosmetics you could purchase versus like cards. Like, change the backings on the cards. Like, put in a bunch of that for money. But have the cards themselves still be accessible to everyone, so we have more of an even playing ground. Oh, cats and dogs deck for Magic? Oh, that's cute. Aha, you found the clause. You can, with good conscience, pull up when the insurance guy calls tomorrow. Nice. That's good, Blix. The new insurance does not cover theft in Estonia. Your current one does, but with the heightened out of pocket. So you're going to try to get that on your new one as well? Is that what you're going to call them out? But Panda, Red Panda, you should be able to get an invite for Discord. I don't do links in in Twitch, just to protect everyone. Now you're gonna tell the new guy to fork off. Oh, it's okay. He's a mistake. A lot of people allow him. Some people don't. But I think, can I? No, this is only people I've talked to.
You got mail.
No. Send you an invite to the Starry Night server. You don't have to accept it. There you go. I already sent you one. I was already looking. I got the link though. Yeah, bonk me, the mods. Well, thank you for coming in. All I request is you have a name similar enough to your Twitch name, or actually, I do request it being the Twitch name, but I think there's some people floating around in there that aren't exactly the Twitch name, but we know who they are. So ideally it's the Twitch name, but your Panda one stands out. So I guess that's okay. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Blix. Done. Thank you, Panda. Yeah, we have a streams discussion thing. I think, unless I remove that one, we should have a streams discussion. Otherwise, just post it wherever it looks relevant. I think we've got a bunch of games channels. It could be in all other games. It's really not like, I'm not one of those Discord people that are like, you have to keep the Discord nice and clean. To every channel needs to be whatever. Pijo has redeemed VIP 80k. Heck. And I got a stretch from Za. Heck. Hang on. Oh, my hip just popped. Okay, 30 minutes left there. Oh, I'm cracking and losing my ears again. Lovely. Oi, big stretch. Cat stretch. Wow. Can I remove VIP from Pijo? No. But you can give Pijo VIP, I think. Can't you? I think you can. Roar, try to give Pijo VIP. You might be able to actually do that. Because lead mod has just about as many many things accessible to them as I do. Yeah. Whee. drawing. Aw, cute. Very nice drawings. I like that moon one. That one's really cute. Oh, are these done on like a tablet, or did you take a picture of drawing? You can only mod him or unmod him on app. Ooh, why does Roar have a hammer? Because Roar is head mod. So she has the ability to. There's a bunch of abilities you should be able to do. Yeah. Problem with heckin' thing. It doesn't give you all the. I heard that bell from upstairs. Alright. You thought mod user means you have a couple of options over the user. Let me open up the mod view. Ooh, cute. Those are very pretty long-necked animals to begin with. You want to buy a pen display? It's easier for you to learn drawing. Yes. It makes sense. The Mancoon and the Great Dane. I always thought Magic cards looked heckin' cool. The art style is really nice on them. Greetings, Sven. How you doing? Nope, nothing on your end. You need to be a head mod or streamer. Yeah. Roar should have the ability. If not found, I can run upstairs and pop it on real quick. Happy Monday. How are you all? Doing good. Here's Sven. Yeah, give it a shot, Roar. Yeah, but it declines with Wizards of Hasbro's way of thinking. What? Oh, no. Is there AI art starting to come into the card world? Because usually the cards were, like, all full, like, human create art. Create. Just making up my own words here. Yeah, no. Oh, I watched a YouTube video about, like, the demise of The Sims. This guy, Malcolm, he keeps making these videos on keeping up with The Sims franchise, yeah? Well, it's theorized that The Sims is working on, like, not The Sims 5, but it's, like, Sims 4.5. And it's labeled under Project X. And he's had some people, like, reach out that they're, like, player testing this thing, and they can't keep quiet about it because it's, like, this really bad version of The Sims 4, basically. And he's keeping an eye on EA's job listings and stuff. And there is a listing for an artificial intelligence art creator or something like that. And for a Maxis project, Project X. So the next version of The Sims 5, or well, 4.5, it's gonna have a lot more AI input in it than any of the previous Sims renditions. And to be honest, The Sims 4, I'm hearing, has a lot of AI art and stuff in itself now too. They're starting to, like, put it in. So yeah, I'm kind of done with The Sims 4, to be honest. WOTC, the parent company for D&D and Magic the Gathering, has been caught multiple times now for AI art despite empty promises of artistic integrity. Ugh. There was a female artist stealing art from others, giving them to Wizards for Magic cards. Now she gets a whole own secret layer. No. Also, some artists were caught making their artworks for Magic with AI completely. Glad you left that ship over a year ago, as in The Sims. Yeah. Like, I still have it, and I get the itch to play it, but I don't have the itch to play The Sims 4. I love the horses in Sims 4. I think they did well with that. But the fact that they put horses and farming in two completely different packs just so they could put like a UK version and a Texas version in, they could have. The Sims is not like our world. They could have put both those packs together. They really could. So it's been so money grabby. Like, if you wanted to buy The Sims 4 outright, sure, you get the base game free now instead of having to pay 40 or 60, which pissed me off that they made that even free to begin with, because we paid out of pocket for that a lot when it first came out. So they made that free completely. So you don't have that, but it's still over €1,000 with all the other stuff packs and the whatever the mini packs are. So, but monies, yeah, it's just become this money hog. Oh, you made him VIP. Hell yeah, Pijo, you should have the diamond. Thank you, Roar. Heck. So, yeah, if I was at the computer, I could do it myself. But in this situation, there we go. There's your diamond. Ha ha ha. It's nice having a lead mod. So you can take it away from him too. Well, please don't. He spent money on that. However, I do need to change the cost of the VIP diamond now. I forgot what my inflation was for them, so I'm just gonna say it's gonna be worth 5,000 more now. So as the fewer diamonds there are available, the higher the the number is gonna be. What was it, 72,000? Maybe I should just make it a flat 80,000. So then it would go up like 8K, and then we can do 80 to 90,000, and then 90,000 to like 105, and then 105 to 120. It's gonna be quite high by the time we run out. It is 80K now? I thought it was 72 or so. Oh, it is 80K. So it's gonna go right up to 90K. That works. Yep. Whew. A little cold, but that's fine. It's not too bad, to be honest. 13.3K is nothing to shake a fist at. It's a good number. Roar, can you give me 80K points so I can give VIP? I don't think Roar has that ability. I don't think I even have that ability. Spends an axolotl. Cute. Who else is running around? I see. Did Picho get a shout out for being a streamer? I also see a lurking gear down in there. Sven, you personally don't have 80K points too. Yeah, Roar is very big on the hydrate train. Though I don't think she does the channel point hydrates. I think she does her mod freedom hydrate. Okay, I give up. I have to pee. I'm gonna close that door and the other door, and hopefully you don't hear me. Jesus Christ. Dutch bathrooms. Turn up your music. There we go. We are back. Alrighty. 18 minutes left. Who went away? What is happening? Thank you for doing the shouties, Roar. Who you calling stinky, Pijo? Pija going off to work. Venora, was that a magic trick? I swear you left to the left and came back to the right. Yes, it was a magic trick. If you know Dutch houses, that's not surprising at all. Why did you explode Pijo? Pijo's the stinkiest with the poopy fishy room. Watch, Roar. One day you're gonna go back in there and he'll have changed it because he'll ask Lenny to go on when you're not around. And he'll know you're not around because I bet you sleep at time when Lenny and Pijo are both awake. And then maybe you'll have the poopy room. Jump. Wee. Heck. We'll make sure that doesn't happen. It's up to Lenny. Lenny's the one with control of the server. Heck. It is also really bright outside, but I don't want the front one open because it's a big ass picture window. And I don't want the back one open because I don't want the people with magic Googling powers to freaking be able to find my house from the back. So it would be quite difficult. I don't want to leave that challenge out there for people. But your room is perfect now. It is. It's really cute, the whole ice theme. If you could make me a toilet, please, I would really love that in Terraria. I have a bathtub. I don't have a toilet. Melons are not that big, to be honest. I know. That's why I don't want to do it. Some people even know my address, but like, yeah, it is. You never ran into me. To be fair, I don't give enough chances to run into me. I don't leave. Dessert and tea obtained. Hell yeah. You mean 2 hours and you would be on the border. To be fair, it would take me about 40 minutes to get to the border, depending on direction. You never stop in Friesland. Yeah. You drive through past the fucking triple. Nope. Anyway, Friesland is wild. It is. I love it. I love it here. Hell, if I had all the money in the world, I would even move to Groningen. Because I would hire a Japanese engineer from Tokyo to help me build a house that can withstand earthquakes. Because of the freaking gas fields. It's flat and full of cows. Indeed. And sheep. You can't forget the sheep. We have a lot of sheep. And the sheep barns are really stinky. Like the cow barns, when they open those up, I can get used to. But like the sheep barns, when they open that up like once a year or something and they like clean it out. Wait, that's how it's actually spelled? You never do? Yeah. The sheep barns have a particular smell that gives me a headache. Like, it'll make me nauseous if the wind path blows into my face or something. Like, it's bad. But it only lasts for like a day, the smell. Maybe a day and a half. And then it blows away. Mm-hmm. 13.5 minutes. How's my tablet doing? Okay, that's still over 50%. I don't need to get a charger for it yet. Oh, my watch thinks I'm looking at it. I need to charge my watch. It's only got 15% left. Oops. Heck. Is this a sign? I was just thinking of what to make for food tomorrow. I have burger buns in the freezer and fish fingies. Ooh, nice. Sincerely, an Amsterdammer that never lived anywhere but Amsterdam. Yes. I drove in Amsterdam. What was it, over the summer last year? We were dropping off my sister-in-law's boyfriend at the train station, and oh my gosh, there's an underground parking by the train station there, like the central station, like right nearby the entrance, and we missed it. So our heckin' GPS, it sent us all the way around. We were getting like a tour of Amsterdam because this GPS was routing us through all the one-way streets. We went so many ways around, and then we came back. We're like, it's got to be right here somewhere. Is it that hole? Try that hole right there, and sure enough, it was that hole. uh, Please stay in Amsterdam. If you leave, house prices will get higher here because you guys keep inviting your friends over and leave the city. You like to go to Enschede for the market. You'd never leave regardless. Hey, if you have a place that you love living, that's great. I do want to move back to the old town or the town next to it where I used to live. Drachten is too busy for me. I love my house. But why? Oh, and that was Nikki. Like, whatever. I love my house, but it's so busy here. And for some reason, our house keeps getting targeted by kids. I don't know why. I don't understand why. Is it because of something? I don't know. You miss having your garden at the border of the city, but you're happy where you are right now as well. That's the important part, for sure. Hey, better for that than the fireworks? Too soon? Have you tried asking kids? No. I just had one throw 3 snowballs at my house, and when I was standing in the window staring at him, he was like, what? What? I can't hear you. What? I was like, fuck off. I picked up my phone like I was calling someone, and then he threw another one and ran away. But I did see the little friend. He and his parents were playing out the next day, and I was really tempted to go out there and ask them who the asshole kid was. But I have too much anxiety for that, so I was, whatever. It's not like anything got damaged. But had a hole from an ice ball happen in my front window, I definitely would have called the police and talked to those parents and whatnot, asking who the heck that kid was. You have a cat and love animals, so no fireworks for you? Yeah, we don't do fireworks. Our neighbors do enough fireworks, but it's far enough away that they're not really an issue, except for the guy over there. He set them off in his own backyard, like one of them for a joke or something, to test. That was annoying, but my dog doesn't really care. The only way to leave Amsterdam is to live in another country, but you haven't come across one that would work for you. That's fair. You know what happened? Reference to 26 years ago. Oh, that area, Sven. I know what happened there. You have 2, and one of them likes fireworks. Yeah, this guy doesn't really care unless they're screaming. You were trying to warn someone about shit driving conditions who lives nearby to you, and they were like, well, where do you... I live then, and I'm like, girl, do you actually want me to dox you? Because that's not happening. Oh, no. There was an explosion, right? Something ringed in your head. You can't really remember. Yeah, the explosion that they caught on the news even, or some bystander happened to have a VHS recorder, video recorder. 6 people ended up dying in that, right? Or something? And, like, the entire block blew up because the firework sellers or makers, right? Something went terribly wrong and it just all started exploding. We even had that on the news in America, I think. when that happened. Because I vaguely remember it there, because I knew about it, I think, before my husband even mentioned it. Battle Royale. They've on multiple occasions shown their house from the outside and mentioned specific events happening around it. I'm like, have some self-preservation, please. You know, I'm not that much better. I guarantee you there's something I could mention that would basically have me locked down. I'm not going to. I'm really good about not oversharing on that. You mean we are storing explosives in tons of warehouses near cities? What expectation can happen? Right? There are some interesting things about it on YouTube. Also, last year a series was made about it. I haven't run into the series made about it, but I don't watch much general TV. I'm strictly a streamer girly at the moment because I just can't stand commercials anymore. I have no patience for them. Hey! I won! Run another one, Roar. Heck. Rigged. Surely no city has ever been flattened by an explosive plant going off nearby, right? Oh yeah, LA's the best. What was it? Chernobyl had a lot of damage, but that was more just radiation leakage. An actual city. No, that one was caused by a boom boom. There was that firework factory in, was it Virginia or Tennessee or something, last year, the year before, that blew up, that killed like 3 or 4 people. Oh, the shipping yard with the nitrate for fertilizer. There was a shit ton of fertilizer in there, and then it went boom. Sven killed you? No. Yeah, that. Yeah, that was wild. Sven's getting ganged up on. Oh, illegal almost took me out. Half the city just flattened. Yeah, a big portion of the industrial area. Congrats, Sven, you won. I almost had you. Congrats on your 500 gold. Your regen is amazing. I think you ran into some health packs. Oh yeah, when you win it instantly goes back up again. Yeah. The winner's bonus. Usually, I put my hair over my ears so my ears don't fall off. They're just like locked in there. I haven't been doing that lately. Because my headband was bugging me for a long time there. It's not a tight headband or anything, it's just a random sensory issue I decided to have, apparently. 3 minutes. And then I get to check it. Might actually need another 15 because the apples and stuff are so moist and whatnot. I know it usually doesn't finish cooking in the middle, but I do have it on straight on the metal with the butter and the flour as the non-stick layer. This was in 2020. Time sure does fly. Oh my god, 2020 was 6 years ago. What the hell? That's baffling. When was that? It was probably 2020 when we all got, or at least some of us in the community got back on Twitch again, or started on Twitch again. Gosh. None of you like 5 or 6 years now, Blix. What the hell? You're That's true. It was like 2023 or so. Yeah, like it didn't feel all that long ago, but I definitely lived in the previous place. I remember seeing it on Insta. Yuck. Hmm. Let's see. Countries I would live in. One, I would, if I ever win the lottery and have way too much money to spend, I would have a house either in France or Germany or Sweden or Finland. Each one has their own benefits and detractors. I would consider Spain, except I hear that the animal population struggles there if they're like strays, and I would not be able to stand that. Though, if I went there, I could afford to fix them all. So, okay, maybe Spain too. Because in Spain, they have these wonderful houses. Oh, Australia. Yeah, I did consider Australia for a moment there as well, but I think I kind of want to stay in Europe. Lenora wants to be everywhere. Yes. Pretty much. But I would also take Romania. Like, the mountains and farmland in Romania looks really nice. But yeah, like in Spain, they have these beautiful houses that they're like the donut houses with the courtyard in the middle, which is actually surprisingly really good for keeping your house cool in summer because it creates like a wind tunnel and it sucks out. Um, I always love the looks of those houses, which are also very Moroccan in a way. But like in Spain, they're also really nice, and then you got ones with like backyards and stuff. But like that kind of house. But also over in France, you end up with like farmland and stuff, which I would really love to have farmland, which you can't really do in the Netherlands unless you're rich and can afford all the taxes and shit on it or whatever, you know, Dutchness. Um, but in France, there's a lot of the older homes that are like the L shape or the U shape, where they've got like the stables on one side, the barn storage on the other, and then you've got the house in there, and then some of them have a wall all the way across. So you have like your own entire courtyard with your driveway entrance or whatever. And like that is my ideal house. It is beeping. 1 second. Beep, 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 beep. Stop eating at me. Let me see. Ooh, that looks pretty. I am gonna put you in for 5 more minutes because it's looking a little light on the top. Red Panda says, I mean, I would only go to Australia to challenge nature there and chill with the Aussies, but really I would go somewhere where it's cold. See, I need sun as I get older. I kind of need sun. Which in the summer up north is great. In the winter, it gets a little draining. Though, I do have to say, at this point, at my old house, because there's so many trees and stuff around it, that it was so dark so much of the time, and I don't really leave other than to go in my backyard. Which, again, self-made problem. But if you get headaches whenever it's cold, it really drains on you, yeah? I need to mute this because my neighbor is like pushing snow away from where there's no snow or something. I don't know. They're doing something. It's really crunchy outside and they keep walking by and it sets off my doorbell. Like I could feel the lack of sun. And I'm not really one to do, is the neighbors doing adult stuff? Yes, pretty much. Or a coast. I can get by a coast. I keep telling my husband we need to move to the islands because I like the idea of being on the islands. Like, they may flood once in a while, but if you get a tall enough house, it's not really an issue. And if you have, like, a puddle boat. It's okay if it floods a little bit. Plowing snow, yeah. The thing is, it's already pretty clear out there. If you get a tall house, will you be able to get in? There's always stairs. There is always stairs. The countertops in my kitchen were built for someone like 6 foot. They're nice and tall. Where they put the sink is fucking obnoxious, though. It's all the way to the back. I've shown you guys the sink before. Also, I'm not going to show you now because it's full of shit. I don't do stuff on the weekends. Let's just put it that way. Everything gets done between Monday and Friday, and then it builds up over the weekend. Very rarely will I vacuum on a Saturday. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a stick house. It would be cold here, though. So I would just rather have a house where it's got multiple levels over there. And there was one this size out on the island. It's so much of a commute. You have to take the ferry back in. So you'd have to have a job on the island. And my husband doesn't have that. So it's a hard ask to get him to go there. But I would love to be out there. That would actually probably be the best of all worlds for me. Because, one, the island's populations are kind of smaller. And maybe the community's a little better, where the children aren't really little heathens running around acting like they own the entire city. There might be a few, but not like as many as there are here. And we get the same size house. It's great. Especially if there's a garden around it. That would be better, because then I could grow my veggies in the summer. I want to grow. And it gets decent sun and air, and we don't snow over as much out there as we do here, because it's, again, the island. They had a lot less warnings on them than we did over here. And plus, it's away from family. But again, everything would be a little more expensive over there because you have to boat it over, being on a smaller place. But yeah, I like the coast. I really like the coast here. I'm big on the whole outline thing, if I can do it. Hell, I'll even stand in the backyard on a windy day sometimes and just blow it away. Oh yeah. North Sea is so beautiful, right? It is. Heck, we are beeping again. Where did I put the coasters? There they are. Oh yeah, that's golden. Nora, what kind of pie are you making, and does it have ketchup in it? It is apple tart. And no, it does not have ketchup in it. This is basically empty, except for a little bit on the bottom. And I forgot to put it away. Dutch apple pie, yes. Whee! Also, shoot. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this sit open. There. There, so it can have air. What's a good recipe for a nice caramel sauce to serve with it? Isn't caramel sauce just sugar melted on the stove? I don't put caramel on it. I don't even put whipped cream on it. I just like it as is, raw. North Sea is so beautiful and deadly, but mostly beautiful. I found it really interesting that like a couple of years ago, probably like 5 or 6 years ago at this point, they found a ship that was a ferry or something between the UK and here, and they found a woman's dress and her stuff after like 150 years under the sea, and it was pretty preserved. No, it does not. You also need some butter, whipped cream, liquid, and a tap of miso paste. Oh yeah, it does make sense with the butter. It's butter and sugar. And something. Walnut. Oh! More car. Oop, don't get that. Whee! Yay! We got the pie. Soup. Pie. Pie. I've had these as long as I've lived here. They're still good. Yeah, that happens a lot in the North Sea and the Baltic Sea. Yeah, because it's so cold, it's a good preserver. Which makes sense. We have a lake like that. I think it's Lake Superior or so. It's deep enough that a few YouTubers or so got in trouble because they were filming this wreckage in the ship, and they filmed dead corpses that were still mostly intact because they were frozen for like 40 years at the bottom of that lake. Essentially, not like hard frozen, but cold frozen. And they just hadn't decayed. So the family like requested that the stuff gets taken down or they get blurred out or something. So over and over again. Right before the German coast in the east, you can still find pew-pews from some decades ago technically working. Wow. That's kind of like the area where I kind of hang around Lauerzo on occasion. That area is really nice for me. We haven't gone all the way to the Groningen side. Though there are some places my husband's taken pictures of on the Groningen side where you can see Germany from there, and they're really pretty. I want to get out there. It's the oxygenless dead zones in the bottom. Yes, exactly. Oh, this thing smells so good. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty, yeah, but we decided to be derp. Yuck. Like, this is a change of topic. My German ancestry is like, went to America in the early days. Like, they were colonizers. They were that early. But parts of Germany they left were in the Black Forest. And I always thought it was a really cool idea to go back down there. So that would be a place I'd want to live someday. Baden-Württemberg. That would be funny. I know you smell it, but you can't have it. Also, you were hearing a siren outside. That makes sense why you were complaining. You don't like sirens. Fireworks you're okay with. Sirens, those are too much. Also, airplanes. When, like, helicopters and stuff go over, or, like, the fighter jets that she can hear, because I always run to the window. She's like, oh shit, something's happening. Because I like looking at them. It's completely inadvertent. I don't mean to make her scared, but... Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I should run back upstairs because I don't think I can raid from here. Your great and grandmother left Germany for the US, you think in the early 1810s. I had my Polish side of my family leave Poland in like the 1890s. That's the closest I have there. But yeah, there's a lot of it floating around. I could do an entire genealogy spiel. The dead zones have spread a lot in the past 20 years or so. It used to be the only the deepest pits, but the zone is spreading out because of nutrient overload washing out from the rivers. Yeah. Bless you, sweeter. Yes. Yeah. Earth is wild. Gesundheit, Doggy. Ska. Ska, ja. Ja, you. Meaties. Yeah. So, with the passing of that aunt, I had to update the family tree. The family stuff. Can you use my face to open, please? Thank you. So that was an event and a half. Though, by doing that, I was able to update my stepfather's stuff because I was able to run into his mother's Find a Grave. And her obit was on there, and then it had everyone's birthdays and full names. I was like, oh, great, I can add that in. Making her audition for a drummer in a band. It's called a ska band. Yeah, she has the itchies. She needs a flea pill. She was supposed to get one, but it kept getting frozen out. Right. Something's ending? Shit. What day is it? I have to log on Nikki. It's the 12th. And if they're sending this now, that means it's a week-long event. Fuck, I'm missing it. I haven't logged in on Nikki in like 2 or 3 weeks. Because I keep waiting. I need to log in on Nikki. It probably has a 7-day login for Crystal's thing. So yeah. Anyway. Can I just slash raid from here? Monday the 12th, yes. Raid. Is he floating around here? I guess not. Otherwise it would pop up. Will that work? Raid target channel is invalid. But I see his little stream baby running around. So that makes no sense. Unless he's not online anymore. Alright, well, I'm going to run upstairs, and then we will figure out who to raid from there. Because it is going on 1 o'clock. I still need to eat lunch. Skye needs to go out and do her business, and I need to make sure she doesn't get crushed by any ice falling off my roof. Gears. I wanted to go to Gears, but it's not letting me slash raid. It says invalid target. So I'll go upstairs and then toss that on. So I will be right back. You will see me up there on the Just Chatting channel. Whee! Bonk. Here, pressure. It is foggy misty. I'm missing the S again? But I thought I had it. Your Works Productions. Or did I not put the correct S? Of
course. But just out of curiosity. Right. Yeah, that's what I thought I put the first time. I'm saying invalid username. Hey, it's okay. I'll just do it from the, What are the other... I have them both there! Gearworks Productions. Anyway, let me just pop over here. Pop on here. Do please collect a raid message if someone can pop one of those out there. We are gonna go see some art from a lovely artist we all know and love, Gearworks Productions. He is working on a comic. Oh, he's back to stairs, it looks like. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here. Swap scene. Oh, I should probably swap scene. Yeah. Cast the lines off. Thank you for stream. There we go. Also, thank you again, Sammy, so much for the Help Doggo Get Spayed fund. For everyone else's information, the doggo spayed, I want to get her spayed around my birthday. Hopefully my mom sends me some birthday money. So between Ko-Fi and that, then I can get Skya spayed, and then I can worry a little less about her health on that. Anyway, that'll run from the point of today, which is Streamiversary. We've been streaming for 2 years now. Heck yeah. And then we are going on our 3rd year. We're in 2, 3. And then in 2 weeks, when the donations, I'll stop asking for donations on my affiliate anniversary on February 4th coming up. So there's some time, but obviously take care of yourself first. I appreciate every single one of you. Let me go ahead and get this going. Let's start the raid. Do please collect your raid message. Raid now, raid in. Get. Alright, good luck, have fun. I will see y'all next time. Why are you attacking Pijo again? Ah, yeah, I gotta raise the price on that. Have fun, everyone. Toodaloo. Thank you for being here, lovely people. there's 2 of them on this one apparently. That did not show up like that before. Okay. Whatever. Enjoy, guys. Have a good week. I will see you all again on Friday for whatever Sammy tells me to play. Good luck, have fun.